Good afternoon.
Good everything.
That's right.
Welcome to your Need to Know for June 20th, sponsored by University of Maryland, Baltimore. I am Amanda. This is Jonathan. You can join us here every Tuesday at 12:30 for your weekly news roundup and a discussion of current events. Please feel free to comment and ask us questions in the field below. Jonathan, it feels like it's been ages since we last met in this realm. What's happening out there in the world today?
Well, sadly, it's another terrorist attack, and that seems to be the headline du jour. Most of us have heard by now that there was yet another deadly attack in the United Kingdom this week. This one targeted Muslims, however, and Jewish groups are condemning the attack. A van drove into a group of people standing in front of the Finksbury Park Mosque, killing one and injuring 10. All of the victims were Muslim. The Board of Deputies of British Jews issued the following statement, and I quote here, "All good people must stand together and join in rejecting hatred and violence from wherever it comes. The way forward is to strengthen the moderate majority and repudiate and marginalize extremism of every type." And look, our heart goes out to the victims. London, we know, and England has just had far too much violence, and enough is enough, and it needs to stop.
It does.
Really does, and we're sad about that. Shifting gears a little bit, and we have a trio back on the peace trail, we're going to call it. Jared Kushner is on his way to Jerusalem. President Trump's advisor and son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and his partner in crime, Jason Greenblatt, are returning to Jerusalem to push for peace talks between Israel and the Palestinians, according to JTA. Kushner is scheduled to arrive in Israel tomorrow and will meet in Jerusalem with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and in Ramallah with Palestinian Authority Mahmoud Abbas. You know, whatever your political leanings are, we all want peace in the Middle East. It clearly is critically important to solving the region's issues, and we wish them well. Here's a fascinating...
This is very
interesting.
interesting.
This is really interesting. Fascinating tidbit here. So this is about the Pontifical Academy of Life. I don't know if anyone out in Facebook world knows what we're talking about. If you want to ask us a question about that, now's the time to do it. But listen to this, folks. So in a historic first, Pope Francis has named 2 rabbis to the Pontifical Academy of Life. Amanda, producer man, do you know what the Pontifical Academy of Life is?
I had never heard of it before.
I had not until I heard this on the news in the last 24 hours. So Israeli Rabbi Avram Steinberg and Argentinian Rabbi Fernando Sazalan were designated on June 13th as members of the institution that, quote, exists for the promotion and defense of human life, especially regarding bioethics as it regards Christian morality, according to JTA. It's fascinating.
It is.
New members appointed to the advisory board include scientists, professors, and experts in medicine and ethics from religious and secular backgrounds. 45 new members come from 27 countries, 7 from the United States and Canada. Members of the Pontifical Academy for Life are nominated for 5-year terms. Who knew?
Right.
They can be renewed. Membership ends when an academician turns 80. In my book, anytime the Pope wants to involve rabbis in running the Catholic Church, that's a great thing.
It's cool all around
Really
because there's secular and religious people, leaders. But also, I'm kind of surprised that there's never been any rabbis in there before because it does sound like a very all-encompassing kind of group. Yeah. But this Pope, he's pretty with it.
He's an ecumenical type of Pope.
I admire and respect the way he runs things.
Yeah.
If you are just joining us, this is Jmore's Need to Know on Facebook Live, coming to you from Meadow Mill and sponsored by University of Maryland, Baltimore. Ask us whatever you like in the comments field below, and be sure to like and share.
There we go. So another news item here from Argentina. Nazi treasure trove was discovered. And to some people, it's very disturbing, very hurtful, especially to Holocaust survivors. So in Argentina, police believe they have found the biggest collection of Nazi artifacts in the country's history, according to the Associated Press. Pretty shocking. Approximately 75 objects were found in a collector's home in a suburb of Buenos Aires. They suspect that the originals once belonged to a high-ranking Nazi official. The objects include a bust relief of Adolf Hitler, magnifying glasses marked with swastikas, as well as a photo negative of Hitler holding a magnifying glass.
Which they think is one of the magnifying glasses that they found.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A box of harmonicas, a Nazi hourglass, a medical device used to measure head size, and toys used to indoctrinate children. The collector is currently free but under investigation.
That's really fascinating.
Very much so. Kind of moving over a little bit in an interesting way. Today is World Refugee Day, for those of you who don't know.
It is. And we should all be thinking about it.
It is. So it's really time to focus on the plight of those who've been displaced by famine, war, and oppression. The United Nations says that more than 65 million people, I mean, just how do you get your head around 65 million people?
Displaced peoples.
Displaced people are now counted as forcibly displaced from their homes. This is amazing. More than half of those are under 18. Sad.
Children.
Additionally, more than half of the refugees come from 3 war-torn countries: Syria, Afghanistan, and Somalia. Just a real tragedy. It's time that the world learn how to take care of its fellow brother and sister.
Yeah, at least
we're preaching a little bit, but I think
right.
it's a good thing to
give
preach
it some
about.
thought. Today's the day to do that. Think about it.
Yep, absolutely.
And you can also learn more about what the United Nations does for their refugee aid campaign at #WithRefugees. So we will be wrapping up soon, but as a reminder, this is Jmore's Need to Know on Facebook Live, coming to you from Meadow Mill and sponsored by University of Maryland, Baltimore. You can join us here every Tuesday at 12:30. Follow us at #Jmore Need to Know. See more news at jmoreliving.com. Jonathan, as usual, our lovely city is getting a short end of the stick in some national rankings. Tell us a little bit about our latest insults.
So I'm going to take a different perspective on this, folks. I'm pissed off. This really makes me angry as a business owner and a member of the Baltimore Jewish community. This sucks. This is wrong.
It sucks. It does suck.
It really does. And I hate to use that vulgarity. Some people don't like it. But let's talk about it. Why? So in a study conducted by 24/7 Wall Street, Baltimore was ranked 14th on a list of the worst American cities to live in. Nobody wants to be on the list. However, it highlights the fact we've got serious problems in this city. The study considered factors such as the crime rate, poverty rates, employment growth, access to restaurants and attractions, and housing affordability. The study said that Charm City was included because, and I quote here, Baltimore is one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. The city's murder rate hit an all-time high in 2015. That year, there were 1,536 violent crimes in the city for every 100,000 residents, the 8th highest violent crime rate of any U.S. city. The top 5 cities on the list, in case you're wondering who they were: Detroit, Birmingham, Alabama, Flint, Michigan, St. Louis, Missouri, and Memphis. Baltimore was sandwiched between Stockton, California, and Jackson, Mississippi. What did the mayor do as a response to the rising crime rate? She's encouraging parents to make sure their children are home by 11 p.m. We don't need young children roaming the streets after 11. That's crazy.
True.
And Police Commissioner Kevin Davis has increased foot patrols, which he says are helping. Look, folks, this is our city.
Yeah.
No one can change this, but we can. It's terribly sad that really we have 2 Americas and 2 Baltimore. 2 Baltimores. You know, we're a city divided by race and class and ethnicity, and it's wrong. The only way this city is going to pick itself up and get off this silly list is by everyone working together. So I'm pissed. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's sad. And we, the citizens, have to change it.
Yeah, and in regards to that, the restaurant thing, I have plenty of access to really good restaurants. Maybe everyone doesn't, but I think Baltimore's food scene and its attraction scene has really ramped it up within at least the last decade.
And look, Amanda, as we talk, there's great things going on in this city. Now, the sad thing is there's a part of the population that can't partake in those great things because of the poverty level.
That is true.
We're not going to solve it in the next 30 seconds, but come on, folks in Baltimore. Come on, folks in Maryland. Let's figure this out. It's insane.
Agreed. Let's all get together.
Yep.
I mean, I love my city. I have Baltimore pride.
Absolutely. And we're broadcasting from Baltimore. We love it. That's where
right.
we are.
We're dedicated to being here. All right. So before we get to the J word of the day, which you're not going to forget, I did last time. You will not, because I just said it. I want to promote an exciting new video project that our intern Solomon Swirling has been working on. If you go to the Jmore Baltimore Jewish Living channel on YouTube, you can watch videos that are now related to J word of the day, and you have to watch today's because he did a great job. All right. So in the interest of all that is fair and true, what is today's J word?
Today's J word. Drum roll, please. Here we go. It's a Hebrew word, tachlis.
Tachlis.
Meaning honesty, the bottom line, truth. Here's how we use it. Tell me the tachlis or don't bother looking at me.
No.
So Baltimore needs to have some real tachlis when it comes to solving our problems.
True.
We do.
I only want to hear some tachlis out of everyone. Mayor Pugh, everyone.
Absolutely. All right. So there we go, folks. Thank you so much.
Remember to join us here Tuesdays at 12:30 for your Need to Know News Roundup. Additionally, you can join us on Fridays at 12:30 for your Weekend Agenda with myself and Simone Allen. In the meantime, I'm a little early. Happy first day of summer. Have a great week. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to comment, like, and share, and follow at hashtag Jmore Need to Know, and go to jmoreliving.com for more news updates.
All right, Amanda. Thanks all.
Bye.